This is Crime Boss, Rockay City. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this is a game that is essentially like Payday the Heist. Well, Payday, I guess you just call it Payday. I don't know why I said the Heist, but it's a heisting game, like Payday, but they use popular voice, well, performers, you know, like past, older kind of actors that are well known, and yeah. Basically, you go in and you steal stuff and things, and that's kind of the game. You gather money and items and loot, and you try to escape. That's kind of the concept of it. The main campaign is a rogue-like kind of experience where you are trying to like do all these like little mini kind of things over and over again, heist stuff, kind of like this, and then, you know, try to survive and take territory, and there's like gang type war things, but yeah, the main goal of it, at least for the fun replayability of it, is playing cooperatively in groups of 4 players online, trying to steal things and to survive. And you know, you can just kind of do quick matches and just interact with others, and that's kind of the core gameplay loop of this one. It's not bad, honestly. It's okay, but it does feel like a little bit of a second-rate Payday, but I guess technically a bit better than the newest Payday, the third one. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. Okay, I've got 2 bags. Let's get this out of here. Gotta get it back to the van. So the game has 2 different visual options. This is the quality mode, which is why it looks so clean. So it's a 4K resolution, and it's always been uncapped to go up to 60 FPS. It definitely struggled to a degree on the base consoles. On the Pro, it does seem to be handling it a bit better. For sure, it's a lot smoother and more towards that. There's HDR support. You can also switch to the performance mode to make sure you're getting 60 FPS. And this mode is 1080p at 60 FPS. So that's kind of the big difference. I should also mention that like the 4K mode is like temporally scaled from, I guess, a lower like 1080p or something like that to 4K. Like it's it's reconstructed. So there you go on that one. Pretty exciting, am I right? Oh, I fall and I can't get up. That's not good. I'm dead? Alright, we've got a new squad. A new team. And apparently we're already fighting everyone on the way to get in here. So, it's a very stylized game. I guess to some degree it's actually like pretty detailed for the small environmental kind of areas you get to go. It's sort of as if you're doing little slices of life, if that makes sense, like little adventures in different little places. And I would say that the kind of single player kind of roguelike mode where you kind of replay it and play it sort of lends itself to that really well. And yeah, it's just kind of interesting because, like I said before, it wasn't quite great for the quality mode. But the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's actually handling it a lot better. To the point with like a VRR-enabled display and stuff, I think you're honestly pretty good to just play it with quality mode. Like, yeah, it looks really clean. I'm not really noticing across different like little areas too many like real hitches in performance and stuff, and I can definitely tell it has some little drops here or there, but it's a very serviceable way to kind of go about this, I would say. We're trying to steal the goods. There is also a missions browser, And lots of different difficulty options. There's a lot of cops coming that way. Like, is no one else dealing with, like, the 4 million cops that are here? I feel like I was the only one that was dealing with these guys. Decided insanity. I was right beside you. I love how this other guy runs into the action while this guy that was right beside me just, like, watched me get, like, beat up there. That was great. Thanks, man. Let's get out of here. But it's actually, like, not a, kind of, like, bad way to go about playing this type of game. As I said, if you enjoy Payday, it is quite similar to that, while also having its own kind of vibe to it. And you sort of hire different staff, too. Or, well, I don't know, you call them staff, but you kind of, like, have different... Why is that guy through the wall thing there? Ow. You have different people that you play as, different, like, hero-type thievery characters that you play as. And they all have, like, different skills and things that they bring to the table, which is interesting. They have all these hero abilities, which is just kind of hilarious to think about. But yeah, everybody brings a little bit something to the squad, and you go and you steal and thieve stuff and attack things and kill enemies. And this is, like I said, very stylized environments. They do actually seem to be, over time, adding a fair bit to this one. They've certainly attempted to expand the scope of it quite a bit. And it does, to me, it's always seemed very gimmicky in terms of what it is, just because of, like, you know, them hiring these older kind of actors that you don't really see in much these days. Ugh, that's gonna be close. So I do think it is kind of interesting that this game does actually seem to be lasting decently long in terms of, you know, getting new content, being supported. As I said, if you're hungry for more Payday-esque stuff, this game foots the bill pretty well now. It feels familiar while being a little bit new. I think that's something you can really enjoy if you're into that type of gameplay loop. Basically, you grab a bunch of buddies, you go do a bunch of random heists, you get rewards, loot, items, and you keep doing it over and over again as you gain more influence, items, and everything like that. And then eventually, you know, you just come in sparingly and enjoy it. That's kind of the core experience. And then, as I mentioned, there is obviously the single-player element of it, where it's a roguelike where you can keep kind of doing these mini little quick missions over and over again. It's generally a solid time, honestly. Like, I really don't necessarily have any problems with it at all. It's pretty decently well polished. It looks well. Visually, like, it's fine. It's a very detailed environment. Like, you always feel like you're in the middle of, like, a city kind of place. You're always going off and doing different quests and different missions. And you just kind of keep doing that and enjoying the chaos of it, which is kind of exciting. Oh, guess we're going to another mission. Ooh. So it really does offer a wide variety of ways to tackle things, ways to do stuff, and ways to play the game. And for something that I thought was, again, a bit of a joke, the fact that it's done as well as it does, and actually is decently fun to play, is a nice surprise. And it'll be really interesting to see how they kind of keep expanding this, if it makes sense, because they seem to keep doing, like, tie-in characters and that, and I don't know, I find the concept of it rather fascinating. These guys are playing on, like, a hard difficulty or whatever, so it's a little bit more difficult than the the usual scenario, but these guys, they seem to know what they're doing, which is rather interesting. Yeah, it's nice to actually play the quality mode and have it kind of running okay. It's a pleasant surprise. And if you've played Payday, I think you'll kind of get the gist of what this is. You know? Heisting, stealing, fighting, shooting, blasting stuff. It's just good entertaining time is what it is. Seriously. I know I'm kind of looping here, but just grabbing a couple of pals, it makes for a really fun experience for these types of games, honestly. It's just like endless fun, going around, doing silly stuff, blasting things, getting better characters, more gun skins. Like, there's plenty of things to earn and work towards, and then, of course, you have a good laugh, because it's got, like, all these different actors in it that you know and are aware of, at least, and yeah, it just kind of works out really well in its favor. Now, here's some frame dropping, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! That's what I'm saying. It's not perfect, but in regular case scenarios of fighting and stuff like that, as I was saying, it's not bad. The bad guys are coming. Time to escape. Oh, okay. So we're leaving, or? I thought it was time to escape. No? What else more is there to take? I think we're just kind of getting selfish at this point. Oh, and there's a streamer mode too, so hopefully this music isn't a huge issue for me. I love games that feature a streamer mode, so big shout out to the devs for supporting that kind of thing. Much appreciated. When did this guy get behind us? And this is where I was saying that gameplay loop, where it's like these missions can be like really, really quick. Not best for doing the types of videos I do for all these stops and goes, but helps showcase a lot of different areas for you.
Hey, you got a staring problem, buddy? I see you. Keep up now. Shh, shut it.
As you can tell, we're taking a very stealthy approach. These guys are actually pretty good at this game. Seriously, they use a good amount of stealth and focus and practice. Like, it's actually, yeah, very, very impressed with these guys. They know what they're doing. They are the Rockay City. We're just here for some loot, some money, and then we get out of this crime-ridden town. It's also very hyper... Did they just explode that guy over there? Hyper stylized with the way it does, like, its lights and everything like that. Like, it's very much trying to embrace, like, a throwback style, gangster kind of neon city kind of vibe sort of thing. Go stealth. You want me to go where for stealth? I'm not going out of the way unless they like want me to run out there and basically be a distraction. Regardless, it's a pretty neat game. I think it offers some fun gameplay, some good quick challenges, some entertainment. It's just kind of like an easygoing fun sort of time. That's the whole point of it. It's just fun action, crazy over-the-top ridiculousness. And some fun surprises. Down you go. And it doesn't look half bad either. Although I feel like we just did this mission, but during the day almost. But little different objectives. I think these guys are gonna know something's up. So those two guys are over there. He's over here. That guy got shot.
Got one down.
They want me to put the saw down? Just don't know if there's a way to do that stealthily. Bag the body. Yes. I think it would have been easier to have just, you know, kind of shoved the body into the water. Don't worry, I got this, guys. I'm gonna hide all these bodies for us. They won't know what hit them. Although the ocean's gonna be very, very contaminated by all the bodies. Ah. It's a drop in the ocean, as to say. Ah, I kind of missed with that one. We were never here, am I right? In Crime Boss, Rockay City. Honestly, the fact that I keep coming back to this game or having reasons to is just kind of blowing my mind. I thought it was like kind of a one and done kind of silly thing, but here I am again playing this game.
We need to bust off more quickly.
At least I'm having some good entertainment out of it, that's for sure. Gotta hide all the bodies, yo. Is he also taking the bodies and throwing them into the water? They ran out of bodies. They'd be like, where'd all the guys go? Why are all these bags in the ocean? Must just be garbage, we threw it away. It's actually kind of lovely, isn't it?
Get to work.
Status.
To throw it out there, I did a lot of work collecting that face, but whatever.
Are you
He's even got like the hacksaw thing from Payday too. It just kills me.
Good news.
Yeah, just it really kind of fits the bill well, and I do ponder if this has actually gotten some good attention since
Baby Jesus, get me the hell out of here.
you know, the whole situation around third Payday and all that. Hopefully this one gets a little bit more attention because it's actually pretty well put together and gets the job done.
We got it.
We ain't escaping until we get what's in this vault, yo. Yeah, it gives you a sense of scale and everything like that. It's kind of nice. Seriously. They did a good job on this one. Somehow. Despite my lowest expectations, it's a generally solid game. I think that's something to be celebrated. Rockay City. It's not bad. It's one way to think about a video game, right?
Drilling.
Could be worse.
Looking good.
We're good here.
Okay, I got the one extra bag item. I guess. Did we get all the loot? It's like the easiest, quickest mission ever. Like, it took us like 2 seconds to do this. It's ridiculous. You know, I'm actually going to miss the squad that I've been playing this with. These guys are pretty good. I've actually power leveled a fair bit in this since working with this team. I'm going to miss them here on the PlayStation. I really am. These guys were getting the job done. Wait, there's a glider? You got some creativity with this game, I'll tell them that. Rockay in the backdrop. Oh. This place really is ridiculous, isn't it? It truly is. And then a lighthouse.
Don't be a hero.
I got a hero. Nice and tight.
That's Danny Trejo. One experience in Rockay on the PlayStation 5 Pro.